Hello, everybody. Welcome to our 7th, I believe, session of Wylde, new spelling, Beyond the Witchlight. My name is Ethan. I am your humble dungeon master for the evening. We are down one individual for a little while as a puppy gets taken to the vet. Before you're worried, don't worry. She just needs some fluids. Happens. But he'll be back maybe halfway through the session, and if not, dogs take priority, if you're asking me. We do have with us, however, 4 of our wild things. So, could you please introduce yourselves, wild things?
Fuck it, I'll go. Why not? Thanks. TAGZZ. Thanks. I am Melon. I am our big cool Leonin who doesn't believe in magic. Because it's not real. I don't have that shit. Who cares about magic?
Who has magic?
Magic's lame.
And I'm the magic using who Melon doesn't apparently believe I can do anything, apparently. Sorcerer, Dragonborn, Rot.
Hi, everyone. What? Ooh.
Nope, go. My bad.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mav, and I play Otto. Your friendly Haragon Ranger here, and I'm just happy to be here, and hope you guys are having a great time.
小绵羊 body MG vibe.
And our gray member for the evening, Gromp, the bugbear bard, will be a little quiet for the first part of this session. Anyone wearing cool thematic shirts? I've got my old school. Look at Tiamat. I think that's part of Tiamat.
I have an ET shirt on because it's out of this world.
Oh, natural one.
I don't have a cool shirt, but the rack looks great.
Your cool shirts.
Yeah.
Your cool shirts are packed up right now, and A+ rack. So way to be.
No opinion. I cannot have an opinion.
No, you cannot have an opinion, sir.
Oh.
No opinion.
This is not West Virginia.
Jesus Christ. All right, with the southern jokes out of the way with that, we are going to jump. Any other announcements that people can think of that I might have missed?
I have one.
Cool.
Buddy, why don't you go first? Fuck. No! Mav! Wow! I suck ass.
Matt,
Well,
what did you have?
Well, my announcement is that you're a wonderful DM, and thank you for allowing us to play with you and everything as well.
I forbid these lies from taking place
Kiss
on my
ass.
stream!
Not kiss ass.
I know,
Hey,
you don't you. He's a nice man.
One
You took
luck
exactly
point
what I was
to
gonna
Otto
say.
before we even get started. And one to Melon, because it's the thought that counts. So you all, the two of you get to start with the two of you get to start with 4 luck points versus the others who start with 3. Sorry, maybe suck up to the DM a little bit more. Lesson learned. All right, so we are going to jump in to tonight's session. Last we left you all, a group of 2 and a group of 2 and a solo adventurer came together at the Witchlight Carnival. Their goal, to find a Fey crossing, a way from the material plane into the Fey Wylde, specifically the realm of Prismere. Why were they seeking this Fey crossing? For Melon and Rot, they were hired by a warlock to check in on his patron, Zybilna. For Otto and Gromp, an opportunity for adventure. And for Bodhi, a yearning to find something that was lost and taken to the Feywild. Throughout the evening, questions were asked, games were played, rides were enjoyed, monarchs were crowned. Otto, by the way, crowned the Witchlight Monarch. And afterwards, you all utilized the wish that comes from being granted that title to request from the owners of the carnival, Misters Witch and Light, that they show you the way into the Feywild. They led you into the Hall of Illusions, past mirrors that displayed childhood and adolescent versions of yourselves, until you reached a particular mirror, where they taught you the incantation, the rhyme, to activate it. A few of you jumped in immediately, others with a little hesitation. But regardless, each one of you, one at a time, reciting the rhyme and touching your hand to the mirror, were transported from this realm to another. And it is there that we return. We see our 5 wild things standing at the edge of a raised and broken causeway under a hazy, twilit sky. In the sky, several moon-like bodies can be seen, one silvery, one radiating a lavender light. The sky itself is a blaze of orange and green twilight. Much closer than those celestial bodies in the sky, several creatures, somewhere between jellyfish and cloud, float across the night sky, glowing softly as they bob. The causeway itself, on which our 5 adventurers stand, is built from pale stones that glow faintly from within. This causeway towers over the surrounding landscape. Large sections of the road have crumbled away, leaving large gaps between the remaining sections. These sections themselves supported by 100-foot columns that erupt from the swamp beneath you. And clinging to the bottom of these columns, we see enormous mushrooms, some 10 feet across. Yet somehow still not as big as the one on Lauren's head. Beneath you, immediately beneath you, you see a fog-shrouded swamp that spreads out in all directions. From its murk wafts this rotting smell of wet plant and decay. From the thick layer of fog which obscures the ground, there are towering swamp plants. A few have these tendril-like branches that waft in the breeze, even though you don't feel a breeze at the moment. Others have these huge organs at the end of them that inflate and deflate like lungs. The sounds of nature can be heard all around you, a discordant symphony of croaking frogs, singing birds, squelching as the swamp creatures move beneath the blanket of fog. And as you all step to the edge of the causeway and look far beyond, we see that far to your right, the landscape suddenly changes from swamp to jagged, foreboding mountains with low-hanging storm clouds roiling and flashing wildly. Far to your left, the landscape jolts from swamp to rotten, sprawling woodlands. Huge, thick curtains of mist draw the boundary lines between the swamp and the mountains and the forest. And off in the distance ahead of you, where all 3 of these realms seem to meet, we can see the spires of a magnificent palace, the Palace of Heart's Desire. And even from this distance, it's clear that a number of the delicate spires are choking with thick vines. And it is here, with Prismere fractured and laid out in front of you, that we pick up.
Oh,
Okay, man. First
give that
and
a
foremost.
smell. smells raw. Smells good.
It's fertile. It's fertile ground.
Never say that word again. I don't like hearing it in your accent.
Fertile.
No, I said no!
Okay, guys, first and foremost, as your resident Wylde checker, I have a couple of things to inform you upon. I need you to put your hands in your pockets. I am not addressing anyone specifically when I say this, not in any way. He looks directly at Melon.
But,
Don't.
we've been here before.
Don't. You got me? Don't eat or touch anything without its permission. You don't know what its plans are tomorrow.
Melon,
Okay.
you've never been here in your life.
What?
Why would he lie to me, man?
What do you mean we haven't been here? Feels familiar.
It's true. The two of you have never been here. In fact, none of you has been here, even if through some history, like some of you, you might have visited the Feywild. The Feywild is large and has many realms. Prismere is one of them. The realm overseen by the Archfey Zabilna. It is far from the only realm.
Feels kind of like home.
Okay, but you heard me about asking stuff, right? Before you eat it? Just like be courteous, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Well, nature isn't courteous. Nature is violent.
Yeah, but this place, if it chooses violence, it wins. Look all around, man. It's all fucking connected. Like our mycological friends. They communicate underneath us. And he looks down and he puts his hands out. So if you fuck with one leaf, you're fucking with the whole forest.
As
They have mouths in their feet.
As Bodhi gestures downward towards the swamp 100 feet below you, there is a squelching sound that sounds unpleasantly like a fart. Right at that instant, just a...
Excuse me.
You don't surely believe that we're going to be making it through this entire escapade without hurting a single leaf?
No, man, I'm just talking about, like, think about the grander scheme of things, you know what I mean? If you hurt a leaf, it's probably fucking fine. Just be like, sorry about that, my dude. Don't just, like, expect that they're fine with you. You know what I mean? Tread lightly and understand that you're in their house. You know what I mean, man?
Scheme is the strongest survive.
What if we leave all of the apologizing to you, Bodhi, because you are so good at it?
Oh, for sure, dude.
And then we just don't have to say anything to the
If you're not
nature
strong,
life
you
because you'll do
die.
it for us.
Yeah, for sure.
That was easier than I thought.
Any way I can help, dude.
DM, I do believe last we met, we had seen a hot air balloon of some sort.
Correct. The last thing that, or one of the first things you saw before you even got to see the entire scope of what was around you, as you were still processing where you were, off in the distance, maybe mile, 2 miles, you saw coming through the sky and a patchwork hot air balloon with a wicker basket, which suddenly started to careen as if punctured, flailing wildly in the sky before crashing into, or near, at least, what looks like a tower, a little off in the distance that you can see.
And the direction that this was all going on, is this something that we might be able to follow the causeway for a while to get closer to? Or is it more...
Unfortunately not. The causeway heading, roughly north to south, and this is to the east of you. So you would have to descend to get there.
Side note, Ethan, the red looks nice.
Oh, thank you. I was going for an orange, not quite. So I'm rocking a more garish color this time. I think it works.
It's not garish. I'm a whole red-ass character. It's perfect.
Hey, yeah, but you didn't paint your whole self red. Where's your dedication?
Don't you tempt me. Don't you tempt me next time.
Hey, we've done body paint before. Hell, you've done body paint before. You know how long that takes.
I'm well aware. But thank you, I appreciate it. One more luck point.
Looking off,
Oh, yes.
God. Looking off into the distance towards where the balloon went down, is there any way to kind of approximate how far away the tower is? Just kind of looking down from above?
Make me either a survival or a perception check. Your choice.
You want me to help with that? Because I'm good at those. Yeah, because I'm... It's nature.
I don't
know
think
shit
having
about
another
nature.
pair of eyes helping me out.
I have a +5 to both of those.
So either you can roll with advantage or each of you can roll once.
Why don't
You're
I
the
help
one who
Melon?
initiated-
Melon, I'm going to look at the tower in the distance. I'm going to go, Melon, how far away do you think that is? And then you can roll twice.
First one is a 9. Second is much better, the 15. So it's a dirty 20.
And which were you using? Nature or perception? I know you said that they're both +5.
They're both the
It
same.
was
Let's go
survival or
survival.
perception.
Oh, survival.
Let's go survival. That sounds more like what he would do.
Survival's always a good one. Eyeballing it, it's a little tough to eyeball without... When we're gauging distances, we use our awareness of the relative size of things to do that as part of the process. And here, you're not sure 100% how big, like, the plants that you're using or anything is, but you would guess somewhere between 2 and 4 miles.
I don't know, quarter of a day.
Are you measuring things in travel time or in distance, Melon?
What?
Never mind. I guess our first step is getting off the bridge.
Oh, that way.
For sure, man.
I pointed like the most
opposite.
sheer cliff.
So, if
Melon,
you are...
we can't fly. Melon, we can't fly.
Oh yeah, can't do that.
Anyone who is looking for a way down that isn't jumping, since Melon has found his method, can make me a perception check to see if you can spot anything that might be helpful.
Ooh.
17.
14.
Okay,
23.
nice.
12.
12. All of you. It wasn't a high DC. As you're looking at the... It is a far drop. 100 feet? Nothing to sneer at. But as you look across at the other section, the nearest other section of Causeway, and you look at the column that is holding it up, not only are there the large mushrooms towards the bottom half that you noticed at first, there are also what look like some vine-like fungus that are growing towards the top. So you all kind of figure, looking at that, it is possible that you might be able to descend using the vines as handholds and maybe climb all the way or use the mushrooms as landing pads.
Bodhi, you go first.
Okay. He's gonna walk over to the mushroom vine, and he's gonna reach towards it. I'm just gonna go ahead and use you to get from A to B, if that's all right. And he is going to make the attempt.
Okay. Could you make me either a nature or athletics check? And tell me which you're using. Because you, for what it's worth, because you preemptively apologized, to the plants. I would give you advantage on your nature check.
Well, I rolled athletics.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
21?
Easy. So yeah, you slide over the edge, get a hold of one of the vines, and start to make your way down the vines and eventually drop the last 20 feet, getting caught by this very cushiony mushroom that you then slide down. But after you slide down, you fall about 8 feet through the fog, which clears as you land with a heavy squelch, with mud coming up to a little past your ankles.
Bodhi, are you alive?
Yeah, it's moist down here.
I don't think I like that word either.
I'm gonna bunny hop down the thingies now.
All right, same for you. Anyone who is descending via that way can make me athletics checks or nature checks.
Do you want me to go down first, or do you want to go down first so I can watch?
14.
Squelch. For you, it is closer to mid-shin. And as you pull your feet out, it's a little tough to move in, to be honest, down here.
Bodhi, do you mind?
Get up there. Get up there right now.
Okay. You got
That's good.
You got it.
You don't want that shit clumping in your fur. I hear it's a real bitch.
Bodhi, you're gonna have to help me get out the mud, please.
Oh, come on. You can do it. Just kidding. Come on. Here you go.
Okay. Yay.
Adorable. And I, will roll for Gromp. Oh, nat 20!
Hey!
Damn it! I roll a nat 20.
You usually roll natural ones for us, like
You really do.
traditionally.
Man, what a use of that. You're welcome, Gromp. And to answer a question that I just saw in the chat, Dice Dragon, are those horns on your headphones?
Yes, I just kind of crammed them in there. They're actually on a headband that I have under my headphones. I can't see the chat.
She's lying. She was born with them.
It's
Don't let
true.
her fool you.
Maybe it's
Shut up like
Maybelline.
that.
Maybe it's Amazon.
So, Rot and Melon, how were you two descending? Were you following the same path or finding a different way down?
With it being just the two of us. Me first, you first. Who watches?
You go first, just in case I fall. You can catch me.
All right. I'm going to be using athletics, and I don't ask considering its nature. It's survival of the fittest. That's the one and only law. Uh, 18.
18.
Sorry, no, it's +6. 19.
No problem at all. You descend down. Where the handholds end, you look down and see the large cushion of mushrooms that you drop down into. And you squelch into the mud.
I stay where the squelch is, and I just look up in preparation.
I rolled a 7.
A 7? So you start to descend, and one of the vines pulls away, taking some of the stone of the pillar with it, and you lose your grip and start to tumble off. Because Melon specifically said, looked up getting ready, Melon, I will let you make a dexterity saving throw, feels right here, to catch and reduce the damage.
Dexterity.
Rod's got like her wings out and she's trying to like catch some air as she's falling backwards, but her tail's gone over her head, so she's gone into a backwards spiral.
I'm going to use 3 of my luck to pump that to a 15.
15, wonderful. So, with that, you will reduce the bludgeoning damage by half, as Rot comes tumbling about 70 feet or so down into you. Because it is reduced by half, Rot, you will take 5 bludgeoning damage. As the Leonin and the Dragonborn go falling into the mud, with you absorbing the force, Melon, but falling backwards in the process, and just
it's kind of like the wedding carry type thing, but goes into, because of the force of it and the height, it goes into like falling backwards into the mud.
And you just, it is a very graceless fall, just a flat back, where now your entire back half is just coated in this combination of mud, fetid water, and rotting leaves.
Doesn't matter.
You good?
Rot like snaps her head up and she's like, oh, ow, 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 ow. I hate this place. I hate it already.
Is that why you said to be nice to the plants?
Or they'll fuck you up.
I wasn't rude.
No, you weren't at all. You were just totally fine. That was just a gross misunderstanding of where to put your feet. It's totally fine. No one's gonna remember this.
As Rot
10 minutes from now
shouts in pain, relatively nearby, previously hidden by the fog, maybe 10, 15 yards away, a large crane takes flight and just soars off over the swamp.
I would like to try and attempt to, while still holding Rot, to stand back up, because I know Rot hates getting dirty.
You are able to do so, not without getting mud on your shins and knees as well.
I don't care.
So now there is basically from your knees up on your front half that is not mud.
Prestidigitation.
As you start to clean the mud off of Melon, the sticky mud squelching beneath all of your feet, there are tangled mangroves that grow out of pools of rippling water, half hidden by the thick fog, and purple mushrooms that cling to rotting logs and stumps scattered throughout the marsh. Large crickets the size of my forearm chirp serenely before they're snatched out of the air by tongues of hungry frogs that, after the insect retracts into their mouth, look far too small to have eaten something that big, considering they're only about that big. And after witnessing this, you all hear, coming from a little off to the east, several voices joined in what sounds like a marching song. The singing grows louder, and you can make out the words of the song. With sticks and stones we'll break your nose, we'll beat you blind and steal your clothes, but none among us can compare to one wily, swift, and stand-up hare. Scarf that's glorious, thief notorious, his deeds are truly meritorious. With a wink and a grin he'll show his cunning, a flash of his scarf he'll take off running, quick as a bolt, his long scarf trailing, gasping, gasping, you'll end up flailing. You'll pout, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer, thanks to Agdon Longscarf, brigand prince of Prismere. And what you see emerging from that direction, from the fog, are 8 bipedal rabbits, much like your friend Otto, wearing patchwork and muddy clothing. 2 of them tug at the reins of a giant snail, not unlike one that you rode just a few hours ago. Those 2 are, as they come into view, in the process of chastising and browbeating the snail, who its eye stalks kind of retract in as it recoils from them. 2 of them are carrying clubs that you can see. 2 of them are carrying small crossbows as they come into view.
Yeah, free concert. Yay, Otto.
Like, well, they look
The
like me.
fuck?
As you say that, one of them raises her hand, and the troop stops singing. And she gives a gesture, kind of slicks her ears back, which immediately pop right back up as she walks over to you, straightening the vest that she's wearing and revealing that as she, with one hand, and holds a club with the other. Well, I'm taking it you all aren't from around here, are you?
Cody
My
steps in
name-
front.
Well, you don't smell like you're from Prismere.
What'd you say your name was?
Oh, my name? My name is Maxima Fluffybottom. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I would die for you.
Since you're new here in Prismere, am I right?
Oh yeah, we're just visiting a friend.
I don't know.
Wonderful. Well, in that case, I, on behalf of Ogden Longscarf and my crew here, would like to introduce you to something. Here in Prismere, what belongs to you, and nobody can take that away. That right there is called the rule of ownership, sweethearts. And now that you're in Bavlorna's domain, which belongs to her, that means that you and everything you have also belongs to her. So, you're
I
going
thought
to hand
the only-
over...
But what if we're guests? But what if we're guests?
Well, you're not.
Well, we are. We're visiting, man. That's what a fucking guest is. Someone who visits.
Well, I am sure she will extend her sweetest hospitality to you should you ever choose to visit her in Downfall. But until then,
Oh.
you give us what we're looking for, and we won't beat you black and blue for breaking the law. How's that sound?
Oh, holy shit! Wow!
Well, that's not
It's
nice.
against the law to visit.
No. Oh,
No.
certainly not. You are more than welcome to visit, but since everything in this domain belongs to Bavlorna Blackstraw, that means what you have also belongs to her. So the thing that she wants, what I'm going to be taking from you, you got to give. Otherwise, we got to do it the hard way, and no one really wants that. Not really.
Do you want anything specifically, or is this like a general statement
I am
of collections?
so tickled pink that you asked. As a matter of fact, there is something that we would like from you.
Look pink.
Bavlorna, would like the memory of the best gift you ever received. And as she says that, she pulls off of her belt a gourd. It's a gourd with a stopper that on the top of it has a golden knob. And she holds.
And what do we get in return for giving you this memory?
Oh, that would be the not getting beaten black and blue part of that. Yeah.
What if I make you a secondary deal? You don't take our memories, and you walk away not black and blue.
Make me, for saying that, you can make me an intimidation check.
Guidance?
Guidance, so I want to call out a quick
Oh,
5e
okay.
abuse
So-
of guidance really quick. Guidance requires that an action and that you touch someone. Despite how
He
critical
is
roll
holding me.
goes. Guidance. Now, the question is whether you would have the action and the awareness to do it. For this one, sure, since she was saying that and you were holding her. In future
I'm
ones,
so used-
simply
I'm
be
so
aware
used to
of that you have to have the action to do it.
I'm so used to Baldur's Gate as well right now.
Understandable. I get it. I do.
And what does guidance give me,
That was
Melon?
a D4, baby!
Okay, I'll take it. $22 on intimidation. And I'd like to, as she says this, her eyes are going to go wide and kind of sparks are going to come out, and you can see exactly how sharp her teeth are.
Oh. Maxima Fluffybottom turns around and looks at her crew, and you see a few of them with wide eyes going like,
I do so love the taste of rabbit in the morning.
well, you know what? As that, we'll catch up with you later, I'm sure. You know, you're new here. I don't want to start you off with an unpleasant experience in our wonderful realm of hither. I am so sorry for bothering you. We're just gonna be on our way. Tucks the gourd away. And all right, they're good. We're gonna head off.
But rabbit! Rabbit stew!
We can have rabbit stew later.
As they start to very hurriedly walk off and fade into the mist, the sound, no song this time. Otto, how you doing?
You gonna eat me?
Shh. I'm not going to eat you.
I thought
You're
we
a
were
friend. We are friends. That's why I'm not going to eat you.
Well, you said.
I can like something and like you at the same time.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
I like a lot of things. You're in that pile of things I like that maybe I'll actually make into a pile one day just for my own self-indulgence.
I don't know, those thighs do look pretty juicy.
Bodhi squeezes
No.
Otto back.
No, you said no. Okay, no. Bad. Okay.
No.
Sorry. I am
You're
sorry.
so good at listening, Melon. You're so good at listening. I'm going to take out my little pack of gold stars and put one on his cheek.
You're gonna eat me.
I'm not going. Nobody's going to eat you. Look, they left and nobody had to fight. I should be being praised. You should praise me.
Yeah, that was pretty badass, but I was ready to fuck somebody up, so whatever.
I'm sure
You
they
talk
can-
really nice, though.
Oh,
That's
thank
pretty
you.
helpful.
Yeah, I do, don't I?
It's good, too.
So what are we doing now?
That way.
That way.
Bodhi goes the opposite direction that you
Wait.
point.
Wait. Bodhi, we got it.
Yeah.
Right, go back that way.
But that way.
No, fuck, sorry.
Bodhi, if the bridge is behind us, that means that the tower was that.
Oh God.
It's like sometime that
Bodhi's
way.
just standing still.
I know where, I don't know how long.
I don't know where the fuck to go, man.
It's not like you've been here before. Nobody knows where to go. We just have a general direction. And you know what? I feel like we're going to have a great time if I get to threaten more rabbits. That was so much fun. And she's going to jump down out of Melon's arms and start tromping like up to the knees in mud. Just off into the woods.
Oh, something I should probably tell you, that if you, feel free to be as spice cakes as you want. Unless we are guessing someone's home. It's a pretty customary right here in this whole fucking place that you don't piss off the host.
Could it be argued that the swamp is the home of lots of things?
You get what I'm saying, though, man. Don't bite the hands that feed you kind of thing. Don't shit where you eat, that kind of...
When Bodhi
that
says
kind of
bite the
premise?
hand that feeds you, Rot gives him the big toothy smile that she just gave the rabbits.
That's hot. But you get it, though, right? Yeah? Yeah, you get it. And then he turns and he goes a direction.
Bodhi!
Bodhi.
Oh, man,
way.
sorry about that.
I love you idiots so much.
Kind of know where we're going. It's that way.
That trail we blaze.
Yo, okay, cool.
I do have a question, though. Rod, how much do you believe in Melon's directional navigation skills?
Unto death.
Okay.
It's a good amount. So you all start heading that direction, I would like, with Melon spearheading this, could you roll me a survival check really quick?
Hell yeah, I can. Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Wonderful.
15 plus 5.
You manage to keep a pretty good eye on the tower as you walk through the swamp. And as you all look around, you get a better look at this area. And it is, in many ways, your archetypal gross swamp, with the addition of strange, unusually sized, large and small flora and fauna, bioluminescent mushrooms that wink on and off underneath the surface of the muck, strange sprawling vines that grow up the leaning and broken and rotten trees. And everywhere you go, the smell is... You know how you can go nose blind to a lot of things? There is a limit to what you can go nose blind to in a small amount of time, and it has not been long enough for you all to not notice how wretched this swamp smells.
Oh, it smells like that den.
It smells like something died and I just stepped in it.
You know the one, right?
We don't need to talk about that. It's making me kind of feel a little bit nauseous.
But it was so
You know what it
big.
smells like, Rot?
Don't say it. Don't
You know
say
what
it.
you know what it smells like?
No, don't say it. I'm begging
Say
you.
it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
It smells like if you stepped in that thing you talked about and then something ate that thing and then shit it out, it's that.
I was waiting
It
for you
smells
to
like
say
shit, Rot.
I was waiting for you to say rot. It smells like rot, but that was way worse. That was somehow,
Oh, that would've been-
far worse.
That would have been so clever, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's why I thought of it and not you.
Well, that was.
Wait.
Wait.
Smells like
Right.
victory.
It's okay.
I'm watching you. Melon, you better keep her in gear, man. She's getting feist.
I was born feisty. Also, I think I just stepped on a slug.
Oh, shit, man.
Could one of you do me a favor?
Sorry, my dude.
Roll me a d10. Whoever would like to take this one.
I've been rolling a lot. I will abstain from this one.
I think
Whoever.
Otto should do it.
Yeah, Otto needs to roll something.
Oh. He's a soup man.
Yeah. 6.
6? Okay.
Ooh.
Noted. As you all begin traveling, as you all continue traveling, it's been about an hour. Movement through the swamp is tough. This is difficult terrain. So you are moving at half speed through this. But what is everyone's passive perception? So I don't have to pull up everyone's sheet really quick.
15.
15.
Nice.
12.
14, 10.
And as I
So-
recall, I think Melon was at the front.
Yes, you were leading the way.
Yay.
So, Melon, Otto, are you still on Bodhi's shoulders? Okay.
Yep.
So then, Bodhi, Melon, and Rot. I would actually argue Rot might notice this first because of the height difference between Rot and the other two who are walking. The water around you is starting to rise. Slowly, at first. But what was just a muddy, revealed floor of the swamp that you had to pull your feet through is becoming soaking with the fetid swamp waters. At first, just puddles, and then above the tops of your toes, and then up to your ankles. And after about a minute and a half or so, after you first notice the puddles, it's about a foot deep.
You know what? I'm done with this walking thing. I don't think I like this walking thing. Pick me up. Melon, pick me up.
Yep, on the shoulders. Doesn't matter. Nasty legs over the front.
And Bodhi, I saw a hand.
I have a kind of mechanical question.
Hit me.
I am a turtle,
Mhm.
and my back is kind of like a raft.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
How many hypothetical fronds could I fit atop my back raft?
While swimming? Is that your question?
Mhm.
Have you ever swum with friends on your back before?
I mean, carried stuff. Not like
So you're not really
people.
sure. You can certainly, when the time comes, try. That
Walk
is
around
a
and
great
find out.
idea. You
I don't
feel
like the way you
very
said that.
confident that you could
I'm pretty sure I could
deal
do
with
it.
Otto. Gromp and
For
Melon.
sure. I'm pretty sure I could do Otto and Rot for sure. I was just just trying to help out my little fronds.
After
All y'all bigger folk can figure it out.
about another minute after Melon picks you up, Rot, all of you are now well aware of that water because it's about 2.5 feet deep now. And
This isn't a swamp anymore, it's a pond.
though the two of you with 15 passives, so Melon and Otto, see very briefly just a glimpse off in the distance to your left as you're walking of what looks like water gushing forth from a well.
Oh, it looks like a whale's busted.
Yeah, that's gonna rise pretty quickly. Hey.
I want to say right now, Ethan, that's some low-hanging fruit for a joke, and I'm not taking it.
I'm not even sure what that joke would be, but I respect you for not doing it.
God damn it!
Well.
Oh,
I do.
Rob says
I
that
get
out
it.
loud.
I.
I hate that I have to make note of what time that occurred so I can clip that. As much as it pains me, you... Ugh. So far tonight, we have
I
had a
wanted to do it.
rot pun and a well.
So good.
I'm dying inside my life. Okay.
So good.
I wanted to, but I thought I was better than that.
3 feet.
Oh. Guys, this water's rising.
And it is
I think
filthy. This is far from clear water.
Can we kind of speed up toward the tower? Because I don't know if we're going to make it.
Okay, get on my back if it gets too high. Oh my!
From? Is it just pooling here?
It is, as you look around, it's not just where you are. The muddy swamp floor that you saw all around you is now water with stumps, small stumps that you saw just a minute ago, now only visible by the caps of the mushrooms growing atop them that still emerge from the water.
This whole place is about to become an ocean. And I didn't pack a boat.
I'm a boat.
You're a raft if you squint.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't have sides to go up, so I'm a raft for sure, dude. But
They're
yeah.
a turtle.
Yeah, but my back can be like a raft. Just don't step on the purple ones. I'm trying to cultivate them.
Yeah, we'll use
Noted.
it for a backup plan.
Get it? Back up.
Is anybody...
Ethan, are there like any? So you said there's an actual well, yes?
I mean, that's what it looked like off in the distance. The two of you just noticed it because of the peripheral ability of noticing motion. You just saw water gushing forth from a place.
Are there any form of structures on the ground floor or up in the trees?
You can make me a perception check.
Sure, why not? Ooh,
Wonderful.
11.
11, you do not see any structures in the trees. You do not see any structures on ground level. The only things that could be qualified as a structure that you see from here is the tower that you've been heading to, and that thing that you saw gouting water. Though, as you look right now, you don't actually currently see it.
Do you think if we stuffed a rag in it, it would stop dripping? Kind of like a sink.
Or a rock.
Try.
Or we could put Bodhi in it. I'm sure he's big enough to fit. Melon,
Yeah, whatever, man.
that way.
Yeah.
We need Bodhi to.
Which way are you pointing?
Towards the small structure that we can see in the distance, I think.
There he goes. Oh, Lord, he goes.
You start heading that way?
Yep.
The water at this point is a full 5 feet deep. What I can
I've got,
tell you,
There on me now.
and as you are walking, sloshing through the water, anyone who has walked in a pool knows how difficult it can be to do that, even when there aren't logs, undergrowth, and things that you feel darting past your legs. It is slow going here. This is half speed if you are not swimming. Make me Bodhi and Melon be... I would have Gromp do this, but he's a little distracted. Because you are 2 of the 3 currently walking. Make me in either intelligence checks or perception check, your choice.
Perception. My intelligence is bad. Oh, yeah. But if you want to go first?
Can I help Bodhi? can I be Bodhi's second
the
set
die,
of eyes?
the die has
Damn
been
it.
cast. What'd you get, Bodhi?
9.
9. Okay. Melon?
Perception? 24.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
You, Melon, stop for a second. And let the water that you were sloshing through just settle at the top of your chest. You wait a second. You slowly count to 10 in your head. The water doesn't go up any further. It seems it has stopped rising.
Okay.
What was it? Did something bite you?
No, it's sun rising.
Do you want me to bite it back?
It's he's probably like to here now, like just below the shoulders. Oh, it's done.
How do you know it's done?
What's done?
Water.
The water's done with what? Melon, use words.
I'm not underwater now.
Very good, Melon. Rock, come on. Give
It's
it
done. I'm going up.
Gave him
It's done
one
going
star.
up.
I
It's
already
done
gave
going
him
up.
1 star today. I can't give him a second one or it'll go to his head.
It's
Done going up.
So Bodhi, I think Bodhi, how tall is Bodhi? Is Bodhi doing that long tortoise neck thing to keep his head above water?
110%. Yeah.
Amazing. Like mostly neck.
Yeah, I'm all neck, baby. With a little joint in the top.
Naturally.
Aren't his joints stored in his shell and bag?
You want to chill, man.
Where's his shell? Oh no. This could be worse.
We can roll
Gotta
you some
see
new
it.
ones.
It's fine. No big deal, man. I'll make some new ones. Dry it all out.
Here.
No big deal.
I'm sorry. That's just how the character me saying it's like, oh no, boy, he lost his joints. What he's gonna do to whatever did it to him.
Already.
And that is when
I-
Bodhi betrayed the party.
Yep. I got some buds drying on the Triton, but you're probably fucking soaked right now. It's okay. Once we start a fire somewhere, I'll just lay them all out and watch them, make sure it's okay. But stand back at least 10 feet.
I was going to say, that's how you get the whole swamp high, Bodhi.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
Hey, I've done it before. It seems to like it, so maybe that's the end.
Ooh, that's going to be a fun adventure for later. About how far are we from the structure?
As it comes into view, this well is about 9 feet tall, so rises about 4 feet above the water still. And there's just the final droplets of water that continue to splash into the very high waters of the swamp now. But it seems to have stopped its gouting or its gushing of water by the time it gets within view. It's about 80 feet from you right now.
Hey, Otto, do you think we can get the two big boys to give us a boost?
Well, see, why not? Hey, can you pick us up?
I didn't mean right now!
Okay.
I meant later, over there, and I'm gonna point towards the direction that we're looking at.
I will go towards that direction.
I will reluctantly follow.
As
I feel like we're going the wrong way, man.
Bodhi, I'm starting to get the feeling that your right way would lead us off a cliff, but it's just like this little thing that I feel.
I mean, where we're going is technically kind of off to the left of right there.
Just walk it off, Rod. It'll go
weird.
away.
I'm not going to
Fine,
walk
going the
anywhere.
right
I'd
way.
be underwater.
I'm pretty sure she drowned.
Well, then don't maybe abstain from that activity.
You're the one who
this is
said it,
my
not
advice.
me.
Wait, Rock,
I
can
would
you
just-
swim?
I have never tried.
You want to learn right now?
I don't want to learn right now. No, I don't want to.
Are you
No.
sure? Look
No,
at
it
this
looks
place.
terrible. Look,
You-
it's dark water and there's things swimming in it. Why would I want to try now?
Because you're a badass and you start on level 5 instead of level 1, so that anytime after this, it's a better experience.
You know what I'm feeling right now? I'm feeling about level 2 and a fresh level 2 at that.
Swimming's fun.
Ethan, is there like a tree with like a low-hanging branch that I can lift Rot up to so she can grab and climb onto and then just rest peacefully?
there are there are some rotting, soaking, stinking trees, and there are the strange swamp plants that you've never really seen before. There are tall plant life. There is tall plant life relatively nearby, yeah.
Side note with that. Looking at the plant life, does it look like there's a water level that goes up to where this goes, potentially, like if this is a common occurrence?
I will say, you don't see a water line higher than this. If there were a visible water line at this mark, it would be currently, fairly tough to see with the water at this height, but a damn good question, and one that you can check out more thoroughly if the waters are ever not this tall.
No. I mean, we don't need to show you that the water doesn't get higher than this. I mean, look at that tree. You can see the moss. It goes there, and it doesn't go below that.
That's oddly thoughtful of you, Melon. How out of character.
Wow.
I know things.
Good job, Melon.
It's rare, but I know things.
Great job, Melon.
It's very rare.
So what are you all doing?
We want to leave it alone?
No, I want to look in it.
Or do you want me to go look at it because I can swim?
I might be able to swim. Let's just all go there. We're a party. We're an adventuring party. We go places together. We do fun things.
You know that word
The
is
fuck
bad.
is happening?
Don't say that.
Is she high? Did you give her some of your mushrooms?
Right.
I'm trying to be
You
positive.
Dog. I love it. It's
I'm
the
not a
best.
dog.
Okay,
I hate
you're doing that.
dogs.
Okay, well, you're backsliding, but that's okay. You're still doing great. Let's go that way.
Sloshing through.
Wrong way.
I hate this. I hate it.
Wrong way.
calling
This way.
Bodhi
Bodhi,
back.
Bodhi.
Yeah.
We gotta
What's up?
go back around the other way.
Gromp, would you please
Yeah.
go get her?
All the mud feels the same. Yeah, let's go.
Him. Sorry. Them.
You know, we could get a stick and tie a carrot to it and give it to Otto.
Hey, first of all, not
That's
all
racist.
rabbit. That's a very big.
It wasn't for
misconception.
you, Otto. I wasn't making a rabbit joke. I was making a steer the turtle joke.
It's a misconception that all rabbits like carrots.
Do you like carrots?
I don't.
You don't? You are
I don't.
lying. You are lying to me.
I'm not
Need
lying.
an insight check. Is Otto lying about not liking carrots?
Roll it if you want to roll it.
18 plus 5, 23.
Did you get your
What'd
nat
you say?
20 for that?
I did. I fucking
Oh,
did.
fuck!
What did you get?
I got a 23.
You still beat me. I got 22.
Oh.
So, are you, first of all, Otto, are you lying?
I'm not.
But,
Legitimately, I'm not.
because he rolled a 22 on persuasion and you rolled higher than that, you remain slightly unconvinced.
Checks out. For now.
So, are Otto and Rot getting lifted up now by Bodhi and Melon? As the two of you are lifted to the top of this well, to the ring of hewn stone at the top, first of all, you look in and there is not water immediately at the surface. It seems to be descending through the well. But also as you look down the well, you start to see two lights in the water, shimmering at first from underneath, dim, barely noticeable, and they grow slightly brighter, only about baseball-sized, as they silently, and without any dripping water following afterwards, rise from the waters of the well and up in front of the two of you. They glow a soft moonlight color, and they bob slightly in the air.
What are these, Rot?
I was hoping you would know.
I don't know anything about this place.
Greetings, travelers. May we inquire of your names?
No. We're the
My name's
wild things.
Phil.
What'd you say,
Uh,
Otto?
My name is Phil.
And what did you say, Bodhi?
I said, no. And I said, we're the wild things. And he puts his arms out and he pushes them away from the well. Don't give out your real name when asked.
I think we're actually up above
They,
you. Like
yes,
by
they
4
are
feet.
significantly. They are up.
Don't do it!
Phil, what brings you and your friends to hither?
I asked you. Go on.
Well, we're just here to we kind of got lost, but we're just adventuring around and stuff. So it's been fun. We met some other rabbit people that look like me.
We're also looking for some people. Yes. What? No. Shush, Melon. We're also looking for some people.
Looking
And we're hungry.
for friends and food, then?
Yeah.
Well, we cannot wander far from the well We have not seen many in a long time. We wish you safe travels. Beware the waters. They rise and fall.
Don't you live in the thing that makes the waters?
Yes, forever.
Are you stuck in there?
Yes. When the waters first rose, not all of us were able to escape it. As they bob and pulse slightly as they speak, we drowned and live here forever now.
What are your names?
Names. We can no longer remember our names.
Well,
Otto could probably give you some new ones. He's pretty good
Yeah.
about that kind of thing. You're the friendly sort. You can name floating light bubbles.
would you like new names?
If you wish, we will surely forget them again.
Well, I won't forget you. So we'll always know who you are. Your name will be, okay, I don't know what they are. I'm gonna make it unisex. Your name will be Shane.
Shane.
Yeah, it's a unisex name. You can be whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's an easy name. And Alex
Alex isn't. Well, I guess it would be. I suppose.
can be.
You're right. Actually, that's a great one. I like Alex.
And they just kind of bob there. Don't seem to respond.
Cool. So, Shane and Alex, how long has it been since you've been in the well?
Since Bavlorna flooded it,
Oh.
we do not know when.
Based on kind of since Bavlorna probably took over this place when everything went down with splitting up the realms that we know about. And I'm pretty sure the old man, Maverick, told us when he lost contact with his patron. About how long ago was that?
According to both Madrick and Kettlesteam, the Kenku, it's been about a year since they've had contact with Zybilna.
Right, but a year for them
A
is
year
not
in the
necessarily a
material
year here. Gotcha. Okay. So it really, there's no way to tell.
Not based off of the information that you currently have. Not really.
Well, that's just too bad. I'm sorry. Is there anything neat in the well?
Are you asking them or are you asking
Yes, I'm
me?
asking
Oh,
them.
okay.
No, I'm asking them. I'm so sorry you drowned, but is there something cool down there?
Nothing we know of. Good luck finding your friends and food.
Thanks. You're very helpful.
They just kind of slowly, if you just stand there, as long as you stand staring at them, they will stay floating. But as soon as you turn and kind of dismiss your attention, they will slowly start to descend back into the well.
Can we
That
get
was
down
weird.
from here now?
You know, it does occur to me, it probably, if we could close this somehow, it probably wouldn't flood anymore.
Yeah, we could probably give them a proper burial.
You say that we could close this, as they are in the process of floating back down to the water, and they rise
Oh, God.
quickly back out of it. You will undo what Bavlona has done?
Would you like that?
Yes. Yes, very much. The hag is cruel. She has turned our home into something rotten.
So it wasn't always a swamp?
No, not always like this at all. It was beautiful and good. If you wish to help to undo this, we cannot help much, but we can help a little. And each one of them, or the two of them, start to, one around you, Otto, and one around you, Rot, just around your heads, just kind of circle slowly. And you feel this slight warmth run down your spine, gone as quickly as it's there. The two of you have a D4 at your disposal that anytime in the next 24 hours you can use to add to a single ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So you have one use of guidance, essentially, that lasts for the next 24 hours. It is not much, but it is all we have to give.
Well, thank you. And if it means a lot to you, then me and my friends will help make it right, or try to at least.
I'm going to lean over into Otto. I'm going to go, we probably can't ask Light Bubbles to pay us to do this, can we? I don't think that they have wallets.
But it's not always about money. Sometimes
Yes, it is.
No, sometimes you just do things out of the kindness of your heart.
No, you don't. That's
Yes,
what
you
suckers do.
Well, I'm not a sucker, all
Yes,
right?
you are.
Well, at least I can swim. Anyway, we will help you. How do you think we can help?
They silently bob and their light dims for a second. We do not know.
I think it's just going to be a really big rock.
Would a rock over this might help? Well, you don't know. Maybe a rock's over this. The water will
No,
come.
I was just guessing.
I mean, I'm asking you.
As the two of you bicker and discuss amongst yourselves, they once again start to descend down the well.
So,
I think we can turn around and kind of kick our legs over the edge of the well so we can look down at our much bigger companions.
What the fuck was that?
Some glowing soap bubbles want us to plug the well.
Oh, shit. Is it easy?
What do you mean, is it easy? No, it's a giant well that shoots water out of it.
Well, I
Bid
mean,
on
what if we
it.
just put something big and heavy in it?
Yeah, I said a rock. But
Oh, shit. Cool.
where are we going to find a rock big enough to plug this thing?
No.
Get Bodhi put upside down on there. Done.
we need Bodhi, Melon.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could just come pick me up if you want.
Yeah, but then it all just floods again the second we unplug you.
Yeah, it's not really a long-term situation. More of a band-aid, which, you really should deal with.
And Bodhi, one thing, as this conversation above was happening, and you were listening, you suddenly were hit with a nagging sensation. A long time ago, you lost something. And you can't explain why. But you feel like it's here, somewhere in hither. You aren't sure where. You aren't even sure the origin of this feeling. But as this name is as this discussion is happening, as the name Bavlorna Blightstraw is said, you can't help but firmly believe that it is somewhere here in hither.
When I begin to believe that, listening to all of this, Bodhi is going to look around, really kind of like soak up the moment of feeling this sense of security in knowing that he's going to fill a hole that he's known was there for a while, but he just tried to put a Band-Aid over it. And he goes to pull out his joint and light it, and it fizzles because it's wet, and he just starts chewing on it like a carrot. Yeah, it's all gonna be okay.
Have any of you ever had champagne?
Yeah.
Do you know what
No.
happened? I had it once. It was amazing. And then it came out my nose because if you shake it really hard, the cork pops out. So that's what I'm thinking. If we just put something like a stump in here, it's going to be like a cork. It'll just pop right out if it can't hold the water in. So we got to find something that isn't going to pop out like a champagne cork.
A stump and then a rock.
A stump and then a rock. No! Damn it, now I'm thinking like him.
Stump rock. Cool.
Fun fact, stump rock is a very popular form of music in hither.
In that case, we need to find a rock band and stuff them in the well.
What if they were the rabbit people?
Can we just fill the well with the rabbits?
No!
Like an amplification
No.
of their concert.
Just think about how many people they could hear their lovely song from 600 feet in the air.
Otto and Rot, could the two of you make me perception checks while you are still atop the well?
Six.
25.
Rot, you are too distraught by the fact that you thought like Melon for a moment.
Stump rock.
And
She's busy imagining stuffing rabbits in the well to plug it up.
Otto, you stand up on the hewn ring of the well and you look out over the swamp. And far off in the distance, in one direction, you see another thing that looks like it might be a well like this. And that causes you to turn and squint and look, and you see another over there. And another. So from where you're standing, you can see 3 more. Barely can you see them. Only because you got a 20 plus are you able to see so many. They are not close, but there are others.
Well,
Well.
for our plan to work, it's going to be a little bit harder than that.
What do you say that for?
Because there's another well over there, there's another well over there, and there's another well over here. There's more than one, and there's probably more throughout this whole swamp. If it was a forest, like they said beforehand, and it got polluted by some nasty swamp hag, we're gonna need a lot of rocks. I don't think they'll be that easy to fix.
Why don't we at least start with one and then see where the day takes us?
It's really smart, man.
All right, we could do that. Let's find a rock, a big, more boulder maybe, because boulders are bigger than rocks, right?
Bodhi, how much do you weigh?
a cool svelte 450 pounds.
Do you think you could lift that?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Why not?
You sound very
And if
optimistic.
Just like 3 big boys here, they can lift it.
Yeah, I mean, we're part of a team.
Are you calling Gromp a big boy?
Yeah.
Everyone's
sure.
a big boy compared to me.
Okay, yeah, but Gromp has arms like mine. They're just really. I think it's just the fur that makes him look big.
Well, you can't just be saying that about people's fur.
Like, he's pretty strong.
Watch me.
I am.
Gromp just silently internalizing all of this.
Oh, he's gonna write about it in his journal, and we're gonna be painting in a negative light.
Gromp, make sure you sing a sad song about how skinny your arms are later. Let's go find a rock.
I'm don't listen. You know what? Kind of man.
You leave my buddy alone. You know, he's gonna write a song about you, and then it's gonna be like a
banger, is what it's gonna be. I'm gonna jump down into Melon's arms.
Oh.
You could probably just step right onto his shoulders because they're right there.
Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna stand on Melon's shoulders like a little captain of a sinking ship.
Beautiful.
I assume you probably use your wings as like, okay, it's kind of flap that way so I can bounce that way, flap that way so I can bounce that way.
So the two who were up descend, and you all once again begin heading towards the tower, where you, at least in the general vicinity, saw the balloon, the hot air balloon, crash upon your arrival. It takes you all, especially with the high waters, another hour and a half of wading through this. By the time it starts to come into view, you have that unpleasant... I'm not sure how it would manifest for a Leonin, but, you know, if you stay in a bath too long, it can almost start to hurt a little bit if you're in water too long, and you feel uncomfortable after having waded through water essentially for an hour and a half straight. Bodhi.
It's starting to get crinkly. Except for like a number of spots which aren't getting crinkly because there's scar damage there.
And eventually, a crumbling stone tower comes into view, rising out of the swamp. It is leaning at a nearly improbable angle that is clearly threatening to keel over, it seems like, at any time. There are black brambles around the base that grow heavy and thick in certain regions and have sharp, long thorns. From one of the crenellations on the lower side of the tower's peak. Yeah, there's my SAT word of the day, or my fantasy nerd word of the day. From the crenellations on the lower side of the tower's peak, dangling about 30 feet above the surface of the swamp, is a basket. A wicker basket. Large enough, it looks like, to have once been the basket of the hot air balloon. And as it comes into view, still about 100 feet or so from you, what are you doing?
Is the water up to the tower, or is the tower sitting above the water?
I mean, the tower is about 45 feet up.
I meant, like, can we see a door, or would the door technically be underwater, kind of thing?
From where you currently are, you do not see a door.
Is the tower made of stone?
Yes.
You know, we could push the whole thing over and then stuff the rocks in the well.
A lot of rocks.
Big rocks.
I don't know if
Use your head.
we start wrecking people's shit, they're gonna get pretty pissed about it.
Can I kind of do like
somebody lives there?
Can I kind of do like a squat with my head underwater and see if I can see anything? Because like Water's fine. I like water.
You duck down to see if you can get a view
Like a small door.
through the water. You can only see about 10 feet under the water. It is
I'll get
murk
closer.
and muck. So you would have to get within 10 feet if you're wanting to see underwater.
I'm gonna kind of like keep my hands against the tower and go around it.
We're 100
crab
feet from the
style.
tower, Melon.
Yeah, you're
We're
still
100
alive.
feet.
I'm getting closer.
Okay, so as
Yeah.
you start to wade through the water, the sloshing...
Wading through the water.
Does anybody remember if there was someone in the balloon basket? I don't recall. Was there? Did we hear screaming?
Did I hear screaming?
You there? I require your aid. You hear from above you. And that is where we will take a quick 5-minute break
You can't do that.
so that our players can go to the bathroom
ish.
and do what they need. 5-ish minutes.
And it's like,
So let's say join back here around, 43, 44. We won't be gone long, but I want everyone to be fresh and prepared. My friends out there watching the stream, go get yourself a drink, water, hydrate, go stretch your
Do
legs,
some
do whatever you need to
stretches.
do.
hydrate or dihydrate.
We will be back in just a few minutes, so
Yeah.
don't go anywhere. See you soon.
Or else.
And we are back. So, before we jump immediately back into it, I want to give a shout out to all of the amazing people in the stream supporting us. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing this little story with us. We appreciate you all. I have seen a bunch of people in the chat, a bunch of first-time people. Major shout out to TL Holdren for gifting 5 subs to people.
Amazing.
What a gesture. That is what makes these communities so wonderful. So thank you so much for that. And with that, we are going to jump back in. The last thing that happened when we left was you had started to slosh towards the tower, and when you got within about 25 feet or so, you hear from above you, from the direction of the basket, "Psst! You there? I require your aid."
Can
The
we
man in the
see
basket
any?
that fell?
You
Can we
cannot
see anybody?
anyone, because the bottom of the basket is facing you, roughly.
Who is addressing us?
Shh, shh, shh. You hear a shushing from above you. Shh.
Did they just shush me?
They just shushed you.
Wow, rude.
There are 2 serpents asleep in the waters nearby the door. If you awaken them, they might put the squeeze on you, so to speak, or even worse, devour me, so voices low for now.
Aren't you like 40 feet in the air? How are they going to devour you?
Well, I'm in a bit of a predicament, a bind, you might say. I, Sir Tavalar, as one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, ask that you free me. You see, I was in the midst of a quite daring and dashing escape, if I may say so myself, from the vile Bavlona Brightstraw when our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and set plummeting to its current and quite unfortunate location. My pilot, the Honorable Wigglewog, did not survive, unfortunately. I have been trapped up here for a little while now. Help me, for I must tell my queen of the fall of Prismere.
You don't think that she's noticed already?
She is wise, but not all-knowing. That is why I was sent to gather information and see what had been happening here. And now that I have, I must return to her quickly to inform her of what has occurred.
And you want us to do what exactly?
Help me, please.
Are you stuck?
Yeah. Yes, I am a bit locked up in here at the moment. Can't really get out on my own. Cage, you see. Don't have the key.
So there's a... I'm going to turn to look at my companions. So there's a locked cage in the basket of the hot air balloon that crashed. Does anything here make sense? Does anything make sense?
No. Let's do it anyways.
Tavalar.
All right.
If you don't mind.
Sorry.
No, it's
Tavalar.
fine. Very fine. But shh.
Why-
Hush.
Why are you locked up?
I was captured by the nasty hag Blightstraw. I was able to, with the assistance of several brave individuals, escape in this balloon. Unfortunately, we were not able to escape with the key to the cage. So, still in a bit of a bad situation, though a little bit better than I was a few hours ago.
So you consider hanging from a crumbling tower surrounded by snakes in a better situation?
Well, that lets you know where I was.
Insight check.
Make it. What you looking for?
I'm listening for the inflection of his voice, whether or not he's lying, or he could be like a deflection of whatnot. So,
Cool.
That's what I'm looking for. 9 plus 5.
14. He not only seems to be telling the truth, you get no indication of ill intent.
Now, Otto, you remember what I said about doing things for free? It's for suckers.
Suckers? No, what about nobility helping those in need?
Goodness.
But we're not nobility.
We all freaking help you, man. Yeah, but it's gonna be loud if I
good,
break
a
it.
noble soul down below. Appreciate it.
What?
He
He's
works for a
drunk.
queen.
Hush! And I'm going to make a check with you all shouting. Oh,
We were
My-
hissing under our breaths.
you certainly
Oh, I
were.
didn't.
And with a nat 20, my second, this time for
Well-
an NPC, you hear something. Speaking of hissing under your breath, you hear a hissing sound as you see coming around the tower, one on each side, two large shapes swimming on the top of the water,
Right.
each one about 13, 14 feet long, probably about 4 or 5 feet across. And we, ladies and gentlemen and gentlefolk, for the first time in this campaign, I need you to roll initiative.
Oh my god!
My dice are downstairs.
Now-
I have to roll a 20.
Just a reminder to everyone watching, we are, for the ease of the stream, using Theater of the Mind for our maps. They did not roll badly on theirs. Okay, so once everyone has gotten to roll initiative, hands up if you got a 20 or above. How about 15 to 20? Oh, okay. Hit me, all three of you.
19.
18.
19.
Which one of you has the higher dexterity?
Oh, probably a Mav.
17.
I have a 14 dex.
Yep. So, Otto first, then Melon. And what did you say you got, Rot?
18.
18. Okay, that is
This is the first character I've ever played who doesn't have a negative initiative modifier.
Oh my god, that's right. You don't have a net one.
And Melon, what did you get?
19 as well.
Oh, I apologize.
So it's
I
like
misspoke.
Mav is...
Bodhi, what did you get?
14.
14, okay. And Gromp got the lowest. Perfect. So, these two large constrictor snakes start moving, swimming your direction through the water, swimming quite lithely through the water, especially for their size. Who was leading? Actually, you were all standing around pretty equally at this point, so I'm going to figure out by random roll who they go for first. And
Does anybody speak snake?
I can.
Then tell him to bug off.
First one, you did raise your hand, funny enough, Melon, and that is what the die indicated as well. The first one swims through the water. It started about 30 feet away from you and manages to close the distance up to
Let's see some tree legs.
And is going to try to constrict you. But before it does so, before it reaches you, you all hear a hefty reward Pavlona will give us for these. As it starts to wrap around you and try to constrict you. It has a +6 to hit.
Ooh, you're looking for an 18.
Got a 16 on the die. So,
Ow.
it wraps around you, first around your legs under the water, as you feel your entire movement go, or capabilities go away. And as it starts to crush you, it is going to deal. Oh no. Oh dear. 19 bludgeoning damage.
I'm out.
Oh, Lord.
Unconscious.
Now that's your cleric out. Level 2, folks.
That is its go. The second one in the initiative order is Otto.
Melon's. I think Melon's hurt real bad.
What's is
I think I
happening
just
down
went
there?
Under,
What's
and
happening?
that's it. That's all you see.
Fight! Fight, friends! Do not give in!
I'm just gonna take an arrow and shoot at the one that's holding.
Roll to hit. In 5th edition, there
where's the
is
second one?
no disadvantage for or penalty for shooting into combat. So, the second one is still about 30 feet back from you all. Because it hasn't gone.
I'll deal with the one that's in front. Deal with the problem in front.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
Even with this, me going down, do I gain a point of exhaustion?
No, we're not doing that in this game.
Okay.
Thank God.
No, we are. This is not one of Ethan's hardcore games. No. All
right, 17?
17, easy hit.
All right. 5 plus 3.
5 plus 3 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
1d8 plus 3.
You send it into where the portion of the snake that is out of the water, and as it impacts, there is a ow.
Let him go!
You shout, "Let him go." Oh no, we won't let him go. But maybe a snack is allowed before we return the rest of you to Pavlona. Next up, then, any movement from you, Otto?
Nope,
Or-
I'm gonna stay on Bodhi's back. That's
All
where
right.
I'm at.
Melon, I am going to make a roll.
Would you DM me what it is so I can mark it down on the sheet?
Sure, I will let you know.
Excellent. I don't need to know this. Or everybody else doesn't need to know this because it's hilarious.
All right, so a secret that is one of the house rules. I did say that when we were playing, I would make note of any house rules when they came relevant for the first time. In my games, I do like to keep death saves secret, And that is something we all agreed upon in session 0. So, the other players will not know whether Melon just passed, failed, or critically failed his death.
And will I tell them? Hell no, I won't, because it's funny that way.
And I respect it. That will bring up Rot. Rot, question for you.
Fire
Are you
away.
swimming?
When Melon was dragged under by the snake, she definitely fell in the water.
So you are having to swim as best you can.
What I think was going on for the first couple of seconds was just wild thrashing, and that might still be going on. But I think
Understandable.
because Melon is now underwater and there is blood in the water, I think what she's done is taken her wings and spread them out as far as she can on top of the water, like a raft. She's not moving. In fact, she's staying very, very still.
I have the
But she's-
strangest recollection of that scene in Dark Crystal where they take down one of the bats and it's just floating in the water.
100. That is what is going on. Except there's a little dragon head sticking up.
Have you seen bats swim? It's kind of like that, I would think.
I know what I'm looking up after the session.
Oh my god, they can swim. It's great. It's just like they're using their wings and they're flying.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it, but I have to keep combat rolling. I'll look it up after the session, and everyone else should look up bat swimming now while you can. Rod, what are you up to?
I think Rot is going to hiss, "No reward from Bavlona is worth your..." From Bavlorna,
Lorna.
yes. "Is worth your life! Let him go!" And she is going to cast a spell. She's going to cast Dissonant Whispers at the one holding Melon. And you see her eyes just get consumed with black and then crackle with purple electricity.
Okay, what do I need to do here?
You need to give me a wisdom saving throw.
That's not something they're amazing at, but they're not terrible at it either.
I love
They have
that
a plus
spell.
0. 8.
Total failure.
Okay.
Okay. On a failed save, you are going to take 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you. Which you cannot. You have to let go of that grapple.
So it has to use its reaction to move as far as it
Yep.
can?
It's got to use its reaction to get the hell out.
How does your Dissonant Whispers manifest?
I think what happens is it seems the snake would feel the sensation of something hot, like a spark, crawling into its ear canal, and it burns all the way through its ear canal until it reaches its brain, and then starts to shoot fiery lightning through every crevice of its brain, going, "Run, run, run! Let him go, run!"
And that is exactly what it says as it uncoils from around Melon and starts darting away, ribboning away through the water. Fire! Fire! Run! Run! Ow! Muted.
And it takes 14 points of psychic damage.
And this was on the one that...
One holding Melon.
Alright, that had already taken damage. Very cool.
And she prefaced that with no amount of reward from Bavlona is worth your life, and then cast that.
Got it. The second one.
Can I use my move? Can I use my movement?
Absolutely.
Sorry. She doesn't know if she can swim, but what she wants to try to do is get underwater and try to drag Melon up, just trying to thrash wildly, trying to get him back to the surface.
So, yes, no problem. For narrative purposes, you are able to pull just the top part of Melon out of the water so that he
It's
is
not
not
pretty.
drowning. Very cool. It is now the second one's turn, the second giant constrictor snake, as it starts to dart forward towards Bodhi. It says, "She will give us much if we return this escaped prisoner. Leave him to us, and we leave you be."
You seem to be pretty aggressive from the get-go, so I don't fucking think we're gonna do that, guys.
As it
Double finger guns! I'm
raised-
threatening you.
She brought it back. as it raises up out of the water about 7 feet and whoosh, bites down at you. It will get a 17 total.
It's right on the money, baby.
Meet to beat. It's going to use its bite attack on you for a sweet, sweet total of 8 piercing damage. Part of the enormous mouth of this serpent impacts on your shell, which takes some of the damage away, but it still pierces your shoulder pretty deep with its bottom fangs.
My chanterelles.
I have to ask, as they bite the shell, do they get some shrooms and they're gonna start tripping here soon?
Oh, well, I mean, if they
No, I
live
keep
long
them right
enough,
over here.
if they live long enough, they might. All right, then that is the end of its go. That will bring you up, Bodhi.
Okay, so this guy done did a piss me off. So I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, you asked for it. And I hold with one hand, I hold Otto on my shoulder. And with the other hand, I just take my trident and I throw it right at his head.
At which one?
The one that just attacked me.
So it's right up against you. You don't have to throw it.
Then I poke him like this.
Stab.
I stab him.
All right, roll to stab him.
Okay, I gotta roll that. I hate rolling digital dice. I got a 9.
A 9 will miss. As you
Tragic.
rear back and go to strike, it manages to just out of the way.
That's a real son of a bitch. And I'm gonna use act. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
I just got something.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go ahead and be like, well, that's not good enough, and I'm gonna action surge. I can take an additional action on my turn.
Yes,
One time
you
per
can.
short rest. So I'm gonna go ahead and stab him again!
Okay. Roll to stab him again.
You're doing a real piss me.
Hold on, what'd you... Oh.
23.
That will certainly hit.
Sorry, it misses.
At level 2. Suck it.
Dang!
Plot armor.
Balls. 6 damage.
6 damage. All right. As you take 2 stabs, it manages to dodge the first, but you saw where it was going and you lead it this time. One of the prongs of your trident piercing through the soft underbelly of this serpent. Anything else on your turn?
I have a bonus action. And I'm going to utilize it. Second wind, I regain 1d10 plus 2 HP.
Absolutely. Now, I just want to ask, and this... Oh, no, I see your hit points. Never mind. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of got to be doing it.
Yeah, I respect it. All right, roll it. Yeah. What'd you get? Did you get minimum?
I got a 2 on the thingy, so I got 4.
4 hit points back.
Bodhi,
Better
why
than
are
0.
you rolling digital dice when the real ones go click-clack?
Because my dice tray's not here,
Hey,
and I
with
had the
digital
shell
dice,
on.
She doesn't have to add, which speeds things up a decent margin. I love you.
Okay,
Okay,
valid.
okay, but listen though. Yeah.
He made a whole thing about this. You and math.
All right. Do you want to do
He's wearing
anything
a
else?
hat
You
and
still
everything.
have your movement. Keep in mind, you do have a giant snake right against you.
I want to protect Otto.
Okay.
So I want to angle with my shell to the guy and move back if possible.
Okay. So you are moving back. It will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Fuck!
Do it, Rich.
you know what,
do it.
I'm just gonna hang out because I kind of need to.
Good. Probably
Yeah,
a
I
good
just-
call.
You guys, I need to internally journal right now. There's a lot going on. So
Can you externally fix Melon? I'm drowning.
At the end,
I can't do that.
At the end of Bodhi's turn, with you all shouting this, Gromp says, "I can!" and sloshes through the water, and his hat falls off as he's going, "Fuck! My backup nice hat!" Grabs it, puts it back on, entirely waterlogged, and sloshes through the water over to where Rot is pulling Melon up, puts a bugbear paw on Melon's head. You're gonna be alright! And uses, because the fight was planned with you all having 5 people, so I have to play him, that is going to be Cure Wounds for 1d8 plus 4. I rolled max. You get 12 back.
Awesome.
That's 1 there. All right. And that is going to be the end of Gromp's go. That will bring us to the top of the order. With Dissonant Whispers, it doesn't have to keep running. It was just its reaction, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So after that one wears off, but it's still got a bit of a brain fry.
Yeah, and it got 30 feet away using its full movement, and then it stops and rears back, and starts to dart.
Keep swimming
back
if you're
through.
smart.
Now, there are currently 3 targets available, because Otto is behind Bodhi. Bodhi is currently engaged with one of the snakes, so it would go to the other 2. It is going to go to the one that made it burn, and is going to roll to bite you. As it gets to the clump of Gromp, Rot, and the now returning to consciousness, Melon, it is going to rear up, and as it rears, you hear it say, "You look like a tasty morsel."
I was thinking the same about you.
17?
Oh, man. Yeah, okay. It hits. Even shield wouldn't save me.
9 piercing damage.
I'm out.
And as Melon returns to life, or returns to consciousness, Melon, your eyes open bleary with muddy water running down from your eyebrows into your eyes. You are just conscious in time to see the huge jaws come and bite and lift Rot off the ground and then slam her into the water next to you like a celebrating touchdown. Spiked into the water.
Not the worst place I've woken up.
Big crack when she hits the water, too.
Definitely not the worst place we've woken up.
So, Melon is back to consciousness. Rot is now at 0. That brings us to Otto.
I'm just gonna scream because this is not what I was supposed to be doing today. Alright, so context. If I try to shoot the one that's right in front of us, me and Bodhi, I shoot at disadvantage, right?
Are you still on Bodhi's shoulders? Will be
Yes.
determining. Yes, it will be with disadvantage.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot the one that just power slammed.
So just to be clear on how the disadvantage with ranged attack works, it's not about who you target. It's about the fact that there is a target engaged in melee range with you. So the fact that there is a snake, an enemy within 5 feet of you, is what gives your shot disadvantage. So it's the same regardless of what you're shooting at.
Cool. Well, then I'm just gonna stab him.
Stab, stabby snake, stab.
And
Pulling out a dagger will be a free action.
Short sword.
Or short sword.
Short sword.
Pulling out a short
Yep.
sword. Free action.
Yep. And I roll. Let me see. 19 plus 5.
19 plus 5 will hit.
Okay, and D6.
Just so you all know, just because I trust you all and for the ease of the narrative, they don't have a high AC. It's really only their speed that protects them. Their AC is a 12.
Okay, cool. 5 plus 3, 8.
8 more damage to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Still, so you slice across the belly of it and it rears back, but with the size of this thing, the slash that you leave looks minimal in comparison to its full enormousness.
I tried. I'm sorry. I tried, Vody.
I mean, you definitely heard it, but it's got a lot more meat on it.
You did great, man. You did great.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Oh,
Don't,
okay.
don't worry about me. Just don't worry about me, man.
Any movement or bonus action from you, Otto?
I don't really have bonus actions
Melon
now.
is on deck with Rot after.
That's it for me.
Melon, you are up. Rot, you will be there soon.
Excellent. Where's Rot?
Right behind you, floating in the water. Well,
Face
actually,
down.
to your right, floating in the water, face down.
Hi. Get better. As I say that, I don't know.
Just yell, get better at me.
Yes, I said get better, and somehow healing word happens.
That is the best spell verbal components ever for healing word. Get better. I love it.
Hey, what Melon believes is if he yells like "stop being sick" and stuff like that, people stop being sick.
Amazing how that works.
Magic doesn't work. Magic's not real.
All right, how much?
Ooh, 6.
6 healing to you, Rot.
Nice. Smash.
Because healing word, bonus action, so using your action to smash the one that is right in front of you, roll to hit.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll be going with my Warhammer. So I got my shield and Warhammer ready to go now. I was like, and...
All right, roll it.
14 plus 6, 30, 20.
That will hit.
That is a D8 plus 4. Damage, oh, max damage, 12.
Damage. This one is now, as you
And
crack,
I was about to say, what you see is Melon. It's like he wasn't even out. It's like,
and you, as the snake was coming in for another bite, you just deliver a downward blow right onto the top of its skull, and it rears back in pain.
oh, he looks like he wasn't even out. He is ready to go, having the time of his life.
Any movement from you?
No, right there in front of it.
Okay, then Rot.
Head
you
on.
Are prone in the water.
I mean, stand up.
No, Rot.
Her feet can't reach the bottom.
Oh,
She's not tall
Rot,
enough.
yeah.
I think, she's floating face down, and when Melon goes, get better, the head and then she immediately barfs out like a shitload of water, and it comes out of her nose also. But as she's floating there on the top of the water like a dead bat.
Love it.
And she goes, I can swim. And cast Firebolt.
All right. Casting Firebolt at which one?
The one that bit me.
So the one that bit you, Firebolt is a ranged spell attack, yes?
Oh, it's right up on me.
So you will be,
Right.
if you are casting within range, you will be at disadvantage.
As a caster, there's no such thing as not. I mean,
anything that makes it make a save isn't a ranged attack, or anything that has a touch range isn't a ranged spell attack.
This is so hard. My other good spell is also going to get all of my friends. Mind Sliver. Get the brain. Get the brain. Intelligence check.
Yeah, that is a good one to target. They have a -1 on this, so that is an 11. Fail. All right.
And this time, it's like, it doesn't feel anything crawl in its ear. It's just like a blanket of storm clouds around its brain going, you should have run. And it's going to take some damage.
All right, let's see it.
5 points of psychic damage.
5 points as it rears up, shaking its head in confusion, disorientation, and pain. It's looking a little rough. That one's looking a little rough.
And it's still within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
Is Melon also within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
She's gonna kind of try to start, like, painfully swimming her way and kind of, like, scoop behind Melon as much as she can with...
So are you moving behind him, which...
Oh, that would put me 10 feet away, wouldn't it?
I was
provoke
gonna say,
an
can I
attack
use my reaction concern as a cleric? I don't really have other reactions, and her moving in combination to keep her within range and get her up top on me.
Can I climb on top of Melon?
That would, if you climbed on top of Melon, that would allow you to... You would still be within 5 feet, and therefore not provoke
Yeah,
an attack.
mostly she just wants to stop drowning.
Cool.
Because it is kind of like watching... Oh, yeah, it's bad. It's the ugliest thing you've ever seen. So she's going to use her movement to wet, drowning dog crawl up and, like, hang around Melon's neck.
I'll be using my reaction to help her up. I was seeing it's like, potentially, it's like, okay, using that type of stuff could hopefully do that.
Absolutely. So, Rot, you get up on top of Melon's shoulders. That will then bring up the second enormous serpent. Bodhi, you are on deck with Gromp following after.
What's up?
No, Bodhi, you are on deck. The snake
on
goes
deck,
first.
on deck. Oh, sorry. I got super excited to stab this thing.
I respect it and love it.
My bad. It's time in the ring.
This one to you once again.
Don't have to do this. Let us take the prisoner back to Pavlorna, and you may slither away.
But while you mull your answer, it will try to wrap around you, and to all things there is balance, as I roll my first nat 1 of the night.
Bitch, suffer!
As it just swirls around you, unable to get purchase on your shell, and it just kind of, like a coil of rope, just kind of falls off the shell as it tried to bind around you.
I actually have a
How
good
many
question
mushrooms
regarding
does
that.
it take with it?
Can we hold it?
Oh, okay.
Unless it's something relevant right now.
Oh, yeah. It's like,
Okay.
as a shell, they can just go in there. Can they actually constrict a shell?
You can...
With a nat 1.
You can certainly break a turtle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to, but anyone
Yeah,
who's
no.
driven on a highway in the Midwest or the South knows you can, unfortunately, squish a turtle.
Yep.
Hey, we saved a very fast turtle on the highway like 2 weeks ago. It was speeding.
It was so spry.
But that is its go. It is going to stay within range of you so that it can continue trying to attack you. But that will bring Bodhi up with Gromp on deck.
Yeah. I don't think we will. I stab him.
All right, roll to stab him.
$14.
14. That'll hit.
Ten the piercing.
That is a massive attack as all 3 prongs pierce through the snake right underneath its enormous jaws. And
No, it's stuck. It's stuck. I got
the
it. I got
little
it.
prongs of your trident pierce and tear even more as you rip it forth from the snake's throat.
That's all I got, man.
All right. Then Gromp is up. Let's see what Gromp is going to do.
Sing it a stupid song,
Doesn't
Gromp!
have a good attack. And Gromp has used his bardic inspirations. So...
When did he use bardic inspiration?
to help you all during certain tasks at the carnival. You haven't gotten a rest.
Oh my god,
We haven't slept. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So he is going to pull his rapier out and is going to try to stab at the one that has been fighting with Melon and Rot. Rot, Rod, I just want you to remember that I did this, and maybe be cool to me next time. Okay, stab. And
Did what? I was looking the other way.
damn it, gets a to all things there is balance. I have gotten 2 natural 20s, 1 for Rot or 1 for Gromp. So it is only fitting that my second natural 1 is also for Gromp. And
Oh no, I saw that. I definitely saw
as
that.
he stabs by, just like, you up? You said you didn't see that, right? You
Oh
didn't-
no, I was looking right at it.
Damn it! Don't look. I can't do it while you look. And that will bring us to the top of the initiative order. He doesn't have any bonus actions that I want to use.
Gromp quote of the night, I can't do it if you look.
Look, all right, we've all got our little holdups. And that is going to bring up the fairly damaged snake that is dealing with Rot, Melon, and Gromp as it rears back. Pathetic.
Stop calling yourself names.
Is going to miss with a bite at Gromp, getting a 3 on the die, so a total of a 9, as he dodges and pulls his hat down just out of biting distance from the snake. It will... Yep, it missed, so that's really all it can do. Otto is up, Melon is on deck, Rod is after.
So, it's all right, bud. See, look, he has performance issues too. It's all right. I'm gonna bonus action rabbit hop up into the air because I can jump 10 feet without provoking an attack of opportunity, which puts me out of range to be able to shoot this thing with my bow.
Sick.
It does bunny hop provoke attacks of opportunity.
As a bonus
No.
action, nope, without provoking opportunity attack. 10
Beautiful. Are you trying... So, you jump up in the air, you're
No,
taking the shot, which I absolutely love this narrative. I just want to know what you're trying to do after so I can think ahead of there. Are you trying to land back on Bodhi?
I'm going in the air. Okay, in the air, shoot, attack, whatever happens, but then I'm going to land back on Bodhi.
Love it. All right. Boom. Take aim, take your shot, roll to hit.
10 plus 7, 17 to hit.
17 will
With-
absolutely hit.
5 plus 3, 8 damage.
8 damage as you... Oh, that's so friggin' cool, man. So I am giving you 1 luck point for that awesome narration and cool use of a racial stat there as you jump up, shoot, and it pierces down, and as the snake hisses in pain as you land, Bodhi and Otto, you both see that it has pierced through the top part of the jaw. You can see the arrowhead inside the mouth as it... Anything else? I can't hear you, but the taunting is
I went,
appreciated anyway.
nah.
All right, then that will bring Melon up, Rot on deck.
I will eat you! And smash the one, ideally sending the arrow all the way through.
Okay. Oh, so that one is about 10
Oh, the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was this one. Oh, okay.
Oh, but it would have been so beautiful.
Oh, God, it would.
Hey, you can
Yes.
move to it. I will totally do it.
No. No, I'm still sticking with the I will eat you, because I will. Ooh, 25 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Jesus Christ.
Well, not max, but it's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. This one is... Yeah, it's looking pretty rough right now.
If this snake looks up, the snake sees a lion who is thrilled.
You smash out one of its large fangs from its jaws, and it goes...
Don't let that sink, I want that.
It plunks into the water, but you see where. Anything else from Melon?
I think I'm staying there. There's nothing else going on,
All right.
mind-wise.
Rot is up.
Pure combat.
I
Oh, I
think with
love
the
it.
snake, looming over them and Melon having just smashed it with his hammer, I think she's gonna go, I think I'd prefer it cooked. And you can see a sparking like in the very back of her jaw, and she looks up at it and releases a dragon breath of flame up into its face.
Absolutely. Love it. If I recall, it makes a dex save. 18 on its dex save. I can't hear you, for what it's worth.
It definitely makes the save, but the flame is definitely still surrounding it. I think it's just too wet to catch.
And with this one, it doesn't take half damage on a save, right?
Moist.
No? Okay. So,
No.
as you open your, by comparison, quite small jaws, but very fierce, and the spark starts, it just descends into the water as you gout flame, and then it rises back out of the water, the fetid liquid from the swamp just pouring off of it as it rises 5, 8, 10 feet out of the water.
As a bonus action, I think you can see some kind of arcane spark start around her neck and then dive down into her mouth as she consumes it. And she's going to turn 2 sorcery points back into a spell slot, preparing for its next attack.
Very nice use of that. Is that the end of your turn, Rot?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. That is the second snake's turn. Bodhi is on deck after that. The second snake is going to try once again to bite at Bodhi, but only gets a 13. So, Bodhi, how do you prevent it from getting to you?
So actually, his knee-jerk reaction was to angle his shell to where he was protecting Otto, specifically. Because you came back down, correct? You had to come back.
We see Bodhi twist, using his shield or his shell as a shield for himself and Otto. The enormous snake slams into the shell, smashing the front of its snout into the rock-hard exterior of Bodhi's shell and rearing back once again in pain. All right, Bodhi is up. Gromp is next.
Well, I'm just gonna stab him with my trident.
All right, roll to hit.
Welcome to martial classes.
Yeah,
They're
never
pretty
played a fighter
sweet.
before, so I figured I had to try.
I rolled a smack. I rolled a smack. I rolled a smack.
15.
Well hit.
Ten damage.
10 more damage. Another clean strike as you just are harrying this snake. Every time it tries to get at you, boom, shield shell, stab, shield shell, stab. You're getting in a rhythm here with this snake, and it is not enjoying it.
Persistent motherfucker.
As it takes this stab and rears back, the two snakes exchange a glance to each other before continuing the attack. That will bring Gromp up. Gromp is going to once again try to stab at the snake. Rot! Don't look! Don't look! Damn it! Stabs and does succeed, getting a 15 to hit. And will do 1d8 plus 3. 9 damage to this one. There is a gush of blood from the snake as he stabs, and it just comes out of this little needle hole, just right towards you all. It is, if it had legs, they'd be wobbling. Firmly in the red, this snake is. But that is the end of Gromp's go, which brings us to the top of the order, which means before you finish this snake off, it is going to get one more initiative. And it is going to, in response to that stab, try to constrict around Gromp. And as it starts to do that, Gromp snaps his fingers, and there is a... You don't know exactly what happens, but as the snake starts to wrap around, it lifts its head, he uses silvery barbs to make it re-roll that attack, and this time gets a 4 on the die, so unless his AC is crazy low, so no, a 10 will not hit.
Can I just say, fucking love silvery barbs. It's so
I
good.
forgot
What player
I have
doesn't?
it. I forgot I have it.
Hey, I'm just letting you know. Other spellcasters have it too. Not just players now. That is the trade-off of players getting access to silvery barbs.
Totally valid.
Is so
Oh my God.
do the other spellcasters. But as a result, he is able to just kind of push the coils off of him. The constrictor snake unable to get a good grip around him. That will bring us now to Otto. Otto, the one right in front of you, not looking great. The one right in front of the other 3 of your team is looking really rough.
Think the other ones, they got it. Question, this D4, it doesn't go for damage, right? Only for attack.
Correct. It can be used for an attack roll, not for damage.
I don't need it.
That's so cocky. I love it.
It is, because I rolled a 15 plus a 7, and then rolled a 4 plus 3 for damage.
And this is with your short sword?
Oh no, I jumped again for bonus action, jump up first.
That's so gross. I love it. What a brilliant use
Yep.
of that ability.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yep.
And from above, this time as you jump, you hear, "What's happening? Are you all still alive? Is anyone down there?"
Yeah, we're still alive. And then shoot.
And that was the damage?
4 plus 3,
Another
so 7.
Okay. Getting close to about as rough as its friend. Melon is up, Rod is on deck.
Oh man, I want to eat this thing. I will eat this thing. Let's kill it.
Okay.
Let's roll. That's a natural fail.
Nat 1.
Oh, I totally moved that shit.
To all things there is balance. Could you please describe this
Oh, I
nat
just
1
straight
for
up
me?
whiff and almost kind of trip over, but it's like I see if I can use my movement and or reaction to catch myself so I don't go prone.
No need to do that. But yes, just narratively, you whiff your weapon going into
got
the
too
waters
hungry.
and acting like a,
The bloodlust is so high. It's like,
He's so hungry.
I want to eat this so much. Giant snake is delicious. You can eat it like ribs.
and as you just barely manage to catch yourself from whirling and falling into the waters, that will. Do you have any bonus action or movement?
I'm gonna stay in front of this thing. 'Cause, like, why would I move?
Respect, rot. Those were 2 separate sentences for the record. Respect.
I understand.
Rot, not respect, rot.
No, you respect me.
I respect
Oh no,
you. to
that's
the
a command.
end of the
Respect
world.
Raj.
No, yeah, it's hold on. Command, respect me.
PC 27.
That's a fair use of command.
Respect.
RESPCT.
If I use a spell that doesn't require a saving throw, it's a disadvantage, correct?
If it is listed as ranged spell attack, if it has a range listed next to it. So, for example, your Mind Slipper is not a ranged spell attack.
Yeah, but it just doesn't have the oomph I want. So I think I'm going to try Firebolt at disadvantage.
Might as well. Which are you throwing it at?
The one right in front of us that Melon just fell on his face into the water to try to hit.
Wonderful. So, roll with disadvantage.
She's looking at it going, I will feed this to Melon.
Joe, I will give you my last 2 luck points to give it a +1.
Okay, I'll take it. Here we
All
go,
yours.
disadvantage.
All yours.
Did you get it?
One was a nat 20,
Oh.
obviously, but the other one was a 13.
13. So, even without, is at with the +1? Or just
Oh,
on the
I didn't
die?
need the plus one.
Cool.
No.
So that
Too late, I already said I
that
gave it
will
to you.
hit. So Let's see that sweet, sweet damage.
The falling over gave you a bit more of a stable platform.
10 damage.
Ooh, all right. Could you please paint a word picture of how you crispify this first snake?
I think because it dodged her fire breath before, and it came up, and Melon tried to hit it while it was coming out of the water, so it was just a little bit slippy slidey while it was re-emerging after submerging after her flame breath. I think that she sees it dodge all that and goes, "You will be delicious, crispy," and goes, "Poof!" and shoots this mote of flame right into its mouth as it's diving for her to bite, and it goes straight down all the snake and explodes right in its neck area and just blows the entire head straight off.
Ooh, brutal. Brutal. As...
Bonus action, can I use my movement to catch the head?
So you blast at it and sever the neck quite cleanly, and the head is pretty large. So yeah, on you, that's about right. And the rest of
and
the body...
as I'm holding the head, I want to make eye contact with Gromp. Yeah, that's how you do it.
The rest of the body, which was about, not counting the head, about 6 feet out of the water, stays in its attack position for a second before loosening and just uncoiling under the water. That is awesome. And that will also, unless there is anything else, bring up the lone remaining Sneck. The lone remaining Sneck is going to try once more to attack Bodhi. It's cocked. A 16 on the die. Or a 16 total, excuse me. 16 total. Doesn't that miss you? You have a 17, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just gave you the middle finger to say, fuck you guys!
A middle finger can mean so many things.
Her tongue was out and smiling.
That's fair.
for me, she's fuck you.
But, so again, goes to slam into and bite Bodhi, unable to get any purchase through the very tough exterior of the turtle shell.
Thick shell energy!
Well, let's see that thick shell energy in the works. So, you are up. See it in action.
Deliver.
Before Bodhi goes to attack, I wanna say, finish it. I'm just gonna whisper to Bodhi, "You finish it."
Boogie okay, man. Is he close to me or far?
Still right next to you.
Oh, that's easy. I mean, you know, I just got.
I'm gonna look at you doing this over the head of my giant snake and just go, finish him. Come on.
And I'm gonna aim for his eyeball.
Roll to hit.
A 22.
That will absolutely hit.
5 humble damage.
A very respectable amount of damage.
With that very respectable amount of damage, could you paint me one final picture here?
So on the tip of Bodhi's trident, he dries herbs. Now that he's gone through all of this muck, he stabbed these snakes. All you can see is blood caked on the strings where his herbs were. And as he whips it towards him to do this final blow, the blood splatters just ever so gently on his face. And he goes, "Well, told you we weren't going to give him up." And he's just going to put his entire weight forward into this trident stab, digging into his body as far as he can.
Pin him against the tower!
Yeah. So he's pinning him against the tower, and he's just going to go, "Don't fuck with us." And he twists it!
The scraping sound that you all hear, you're not sure if it's the scraping of metal against stone or metal against bone, but the result is the same either way. as Bodhi stabs through, and you feel all of the weight of this huge snake go onto your trident, and you pull back. A strange thing happens as it collapses, splashing into the water. Its body, from head to under the water, which you cannot see, turns to stone. Strange.
No.
Well, I'll be honest, that did not feel as good as I thought it would when that happened.
Don't touch the tower.
Bodhi? Can't.
Nope.
Was that you?
Nope.
Bodhi.
And he's gonna back up slowly.
Back up.
He's got his trident nooked underneath his elbow, and he's holding Otto, and he's moving back.
Get to them, friends! Yes! You're all doing great! Stab, stab! Get to them! Very well done! I don't hear any more screaming or hissing. Hello? Hello?
Tell them what, we're done. We killed them.
Oh, yes! Well done! Well done! Never doubted you all for more than a moment or two. But other than that, not a doubt in my mind. Well done! Congratulations! Now, about my being in a cage in a basket at the, dangling from a tower.
Apparently a tower that turns anything that touches it to stone.
What? What do you mean?
Don't. Yeah, it means don't touch it.
Well, I shall not.
Hey, Ethan.
Huh? Mm-hmm.
The one that Rot and I were going after, is it still right there, and is it still flesh?
It went partially under the water, but as you go and touch it...
I want it.
Yes, it is still under the water and flesh.
Oh!
It is also, I remind you,
chins.
about 13 feet long, 5 feet wide, and multiple hundreds of pounds.
I don't care. I'm going to lift up the portion I can. I'm going to start eating it.
All right.
Meat. I've been desiring meat for a while now.
As you start to chow down on this, there is a sudden crowd of flies that starts just buzzing around you, Melon.
Otto.
We could have cut it up and made it easier for you.
Don't look at him, look at me.
Huh?
Otto.
Huh?
How high can you jump?
At this point, it'd be better off just to throw me.
Melon? No, Melon, spit that out. Spit it out. Spit it out. Put it down.
Oh.
She is still clutching the head of this giant snake, by the way.
So should we help this fucking guy, or?
That would be very appreciated. Yes.
Yeah.
Help
I should
this
probably go help
fucking
him.
guy.
Yeah, sorry, guy. I can remember your name. Sir Dog Trapped me.
Sir Tavalar.
No, it's
Tavalar.
pretentious now. It's Sir Pretentious. All right.
You're Todd.
My name
One
is
second.
Sir Tavalar, an esteemed member of the Sealy Court and a loyal vassal of the Summer Queen.
Well, shit, guys, shit! And he puts Otto down, and he goes over there immediately, and he's gonna try to get him out.
He's 40 feet high.
He's up.
Melon,
Yeah.
spit it out in my hand. Spit it out.
You can't carry this, and you know it.
I know. Spit. What's in your mouth? Put it in my hand.
Nothing, no. I ate it.
Okay, fine. I'd like to take a chunk of the snake he's clinging to, just a bit of meat, and throw it at the tower.
Just at the tower?
Yeah, I want to see what happens when it hits the side. Meat.
Can I just say, new raiders?
Oh, got new raiders?
Hey,
Welcome in, crew. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, all of you raiding from the Ariana Abyss. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for raiding from the Abyss.
We love you.
Abyss Raiders.
I'm gonna go back to eating this snake.
As our party just finished combat with 2 giant constrictor snakes and find themselves in a fetid swamp beneath a very precariously leaning tower, atop of which hangs a wicker basket, and from inside that the calls of help from one Sir Tavalar.
Well,
Gotta get him out. Gotta get him out.
yeah, I know. What do you think we've been trying to do? Just having fun? Having a picnic? Bodhi.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Breathe.
What? Oh.
Picnics need blankets. This isn't a picnic.
1.
Otto, do you think you weigh more or less than me?
Bodhi threw me in the water like I'm only 3 foot tall. Like this is some deep water. Like
I'm saying you
I'm
down
like,
gently.
No, I'm
it's
just-
still a lot of water in there.
She's like literally clinging around Melon's neck with her claws, like in his mane, going, "Who do you think weighs more?"
Probably.
I'll grab
I weigh
Otto
less.
in one and then Rot in the other, and I'll see which one is heavier. Like one in one area, one in the other. Which one is heavier?
I weigh about 120 pounds.
Probably about the same, maybe less, because she's so thin.
You're less. You jump higher.
Wait, hold on. Wait, pause. Hold on. No, let me not guess that because I did write it down. No,
Oh.
I weigh 103 pounds. That's what I put. I weigh 103. Sorry.
I wrote down that I weigh 95. She's anorexically thin.
Oh, the same answer.
Throw them both. Just figure it out. Just throw them both. Just kidding, throw Otto. I think he'll recover a little easy.
I mean, we could also just take this as an idea for what it's worth. Not that I don't think that's a great idea. It's a great idea, and I would love to be here to watch it. But maybe, like, we've only been on this one side of the tower, and, you know, most towers do have ways inside. Like, maybe we could look at the other side of the tower.
Stop talking!
Okay.
Mage hand.
Mage hand what?
I cast it.
Okay.
Or did you just say he made a chant and then nothing happened for a second?
Oh no, she says it out loud after she put her whole hand over Gromp's mouth to make him stop talking.
Also, hey, what happened to that meat you threw at the tower?
Turned stayed meat and then fell in the water.
Uh,
Mage Hand is going to slowly go up into the basket and feel around. How much does the cage and its contents weigh?
Well, it's a little tough because with Mage Hand you do have to be able to see things.
I can see the basket,
You can
and
see
it
the
can kind of
basket.
reach over the basket and pat around. If I can still see the stump.
You can see it padding around.
Does it dispel when I can't see it, or does it keep going? I just can't tell what it's doing.
Yeah, because it's not like you can feel through the hand.
Right, but if it's not an invisible hand. So
No,
if
it's not.
So if the person in the cage can go a little bit more forward, can scream a little more forward. So does it dispel when I can't see it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it does vanish when it's more than 30 feet away from you. But luckily,
but if I'm
it
sitting
is-
on Melon.
it is the basket itself is within 30 feet.
Okay. So it goes in the basket. I can't see it. Would you direct it until it's got the cage?
Oh, that was unexpected. Hello, hand.
It's the
So-
flaming red clawed hand.
Oh, that is incredibly uncomfortable. And you want me to make it come closer to? Yes, of course.
I can't see it. You have to give me some
A
direction.
little, forward, left. Yes, that's it. Little more. There, it's now on top of my enclosure.
it sounds like one of those web-based train games.
You grab and you instruct it to try to pull, and it isn't able to lift it up. Ah! What is happening? What? It's shaking me. Is it supposed to be shaking me?
Are you fat?
I am not fat. I keep a
people
very
that.
rigorous workout
I can
regimen,
only lift-
and I watch my dietary intake. I
All
am
right.
svelte.
You've been working out too much. I can only lift 10
It's
pounds
a
with the
metal
stupid thing.
cage.
Melon,
It might
throw
have
me.
been
please.
aluminum.
I don't think it is aluminium or whatever it was that you said.
Melon, throw me up, please.
He's just so put out. Just
I can't though. I'm holding.
Throw me.
I
big
can
man.
swim now. Put me down.
I thought we wanted to look at the other side as well, though.
No, it was Gromp's idea, and we should never trust Gromp's ideas. Put
Hold
me down.
on. No, you still can do
Hey,
that,
guys.
but I'm just going to be up
Guys.
there.
Guys. Looks like there's a door here.
And Gromp is on the other side of the tower while you have been messing with the mage hand, and it's just standing around the other side, just pointing.
Yeah. There's a door.
Yes, but we also watched the snake turn to stone when they hit the tower.
I mean, that's fine. You all do what you want. I'm just giving you information. I'm not telling you what to do with it. It's just there's...
And I feel around on the ground, see if there's a stick as I go, and I'm letting these two go to swim on their own.
I mean, yeah,
Thank you.
or you can just reach to a nearby tree if you want. But if
Yeah,
you,
because I'm also grabbing the snake that I dropped because I want to keep munching on that.
I'm
if you
gonna go
want
where
to
Gromp
drag
is.
that snake, you are going to need to make me a strength check.
I'm gonna be going slower, but it's like I'm gonna go as far as I can.
Because
with
you're
it.
already moving through 5 feet of water and trying to drag a 700-pound thing.
Or how about this? I'll pick it back up, take a couple more bites of it, and then go.
Hey, that works.
God, I love meat.
All right. So, what
I'm
are you
with
doing?
Gromp.
You heading?
I'm with Gromp.
Okay.
And I legitimately
buddy.
offer Rot some.
It's got swamp water on it.
I take a fresh bite so then there's fresh meat exposed.
No, I'll have it later.
So what are you all
It's
doing?
just gonna get worse.
So what you doing, other than eating snake?
Stick. Door.
I would like to
Poke.
try to enter the tower if I see where the entrance is. I mean, or find a way to get to this basket, this cage.
Or Melon, you poke the door with your stick. Nothing happens. Doesn't turn to stone or anything like that. And then Bodhi, you wade forward and push the door open, the water flooding into the interior of the tower. And as you enter, it seems like the tower is entirely empty, other than a flight of spiral stairs that spiral around the inside wall, up to an opening about 30 or 35 feet up.
Can I doggy paddle over to Bodhi? It's not pretty. Bodhi,
Yeah.
I had a thought.
No?
Because if intelligence was ranked on a scale of 1 to 20, mine would be approximately a 16. 17, my mistake.
Well,
I took a blow to the head today. It's a 17. Is your trident magical?
tragically, no.
Hmm.
I mean, in spirit, it feels magical, so I tell it that it's
A
magical.
vibe does not a magic weapon make.
Well, the intention fucking counts, I think. That's where the damn magic is, right?
Well, it didn't turn the chunk of meat into stone. It turned to stone when it was on your trident.
Okay, we can test this. Is there
More
any
things.
floating bit of snake?
Not in here.
Like a
I got
dislodged
some in my
chunk?
hand.
There is some in Melon's hand.
And I just
Ah!
bring it in ever so slowly and
You
I'm getting attention about that. I want this and I'm eating it.
shh. Science is very important.
As one of the prongs of the trident touches the meat, nothing happens.
And then I did. It's not my fucking trident. I told you, it's nothing but magic fire. It's not magic core.
Maybe it has to do with murderous intent. We'll discuss this later.
As you all,
Fair enough. Do you want to lift up there, or
there are stairs.
Yo, there are some stairs. You want me to toss you over there? Because you look like a John fucking rat. But hey, gold star for you. Boop. Because you learned how to swim today. That's nice. You learned how to swim today.
I thought you were talking to Otto.
I've always known how to swim. Don't make this about. Don't be catty.
Did you
Don't
call
be
me a
catty.
rat?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Otto,
Work-
as you
work on
are
it.
the first to ascend the steps, you are the first then to emerge to the very slanted now roof of the tower. And as you orient yourself, you see the ropes from which the basket was dangling. And you lean over, and you are finally able to get a look at the individual who has been speaking to you. Inside a cage about, I know you can't see my hand, so this is entirely pointless, about 3.5 feet, maybe 4 feet in height, gleaming silver, this cage. Inside is a purple and pink fairy dragon. He is wearing gauntlets on his forearms, a sword belted around his hip, and a medallion around his neck. But the one feature that I very much want to point out is that he has a relatively long and curled mustache, along with a little patch here, going with a musketeer style bit of facial hair. And as you look down,
Dapper, sir.
Sir Tavalar looks up to you. Oh, it is wonderful to finally put a face to the voice. I am Sir Tavalar, at your service, so long as it doesn't interfere with the service of the Summer Court. Could you possibly help me from this precarious situation? I believe I heard one of the ropes beginning to fray. And it is there that we will pick up.
Come on!
Next time.
Oh, I
Wonderful
want
job!
more!
First combat in the books, my friends! And only
Also-
2 people knocked unconscious. That was,
Nobody
to
died.
be fair, a very, very tough fight. And you all handled that very well. Each one of those snakes is CR2.
Yeah.
So they
Hell
are
yeah.
not easy challenges. You all did great.
Ethan, what do I have to bribe you with for just a little more?
Oh,
a little more.
I need
always-
to-
She needs you to
See,
tap that bait.
A little
That's-
more.
DMs,
Joe, I need to eat dinner, I
DMs
swear.
and GMs out there, let me tell you something. That's how you know
At
you're
the
leaving
back.
at the right spot, is when they want
Ugh.
more. So,
Damn it.
come back next week, because we have it is a very special episode. Some very cool things will happen that will change the fabric of the party forever. So, join us next week, next Saturday, same channel, same time, ideally, and this time we will have our missing individual here with us. So, before
With any luck.
we go, a few things. Please check out the schedule on Misty Mountain Streaming. Check out the other great shows, the other great games that are being played here. There are painting streams, there is Deadlands, Call of Cthulhu, Spelljammer, so many good games on this channel with great people, so please check that out. If you are watching this, or if you decide to rewatch this episode, or you really want to, clip your favorite parts. There will be prizes weekly for the best clips. I believe that is
We all
something
know
that...
the best part is Gromp going, I can't do it while you're watching.
Look, we've all got our performance things. And I believe Oh My Sophie, who is in charge of the YouTube and so many other aspects of Misty Mountain Streaming, will be doing a giveaway for best clips starting relatively soon. So even if it's not happening yet, get your practice in, make some good clips. It helps us. If nothing else, we want to see your favorite parts. And one last thing, I know we had 2 raids come in here, so before you check out, hang around here for just a few minutes so that we can get a raid going and support some other cool streamers. Next week,
Support your homies.
same time. Thank you so much for playing this game with me, my friends. I love each and every single one of you. Thank you all for being here throughout it. Don't forget to do something good for yourself. Tonight, this week, don't forget to hydrate. Get out. Enjoy the sunshine if you're not somewhere where it's hurricaning. But whatever it is, do like one of our party members is currently doing.
I mean, speaking of things going on, I can at least say this. Tomorrow, I'm working at the Japanese festival at the St. Louis Botanical Garden around noon. So if anybody's around there, I'll be there.
If you are in the St. Louis area, the Japanese festival at the Botanical Garden, I have been to it, and it is fantastic. 10
so
out of
much
10
fun.
would recommend. So, until next week, friends, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. We love you. Stick around so we can go on a raid. Bye, friends.
Love you.
Good night.